You know that real gross feeling after you've been doom scrolling for 10 plus hours in one day, when your phone's been overheating and you realize how much time you've been wasting and you never want to scroll again, so you delete Instagram and want to toss your phone in the trash and just lock in, only to reinstall Instagram 10 minutes later and hop on Reels? That's the effect of scrolling like it's your full-time job, coming from someone without a job. In the passing moments when I'm going from the toilet to my bedroom and using my screen as a flashlight while I'm having some audio go on loop, I've thought about what I want to do and how I'm going to do it. But before I go into any kind of thought, I just scroll to the next reel. And I've got a lot better at this recently, where I sleep without any stimulation, so I just go to bed raw. Like, I don't have any Markiplier video playing in the background. I just sleep. And when I'm laying in my bed, I think about the things that I want to do, but it just feels so unfeasible, I guess, just from my feed and the algorithm, that like I'm being told that getting a house is going to be coming later in my life because of wage stagnation and jobs and insecurity and such, which are all true. I'm not denying that. That's why I don't have a job right now. But because, if we're being real, fun things require money, like going out and drinking and such, I'm forced to just stay at the pad and hop on Reels because I just can't afford to do those things. And I feel like a lot of Gen Z can relate to this because, dude, I am tapped in with every single new Reels meme, bro. Like the current big one is Golden Manny. But since I'm so tapped in with the newest reel trend, I've been feeling a lot of anxiety because how it feels to doom scroll, watching all of your people you knew in high school going on trips and finishing college early and just living their best life. When you see that on the homepage, it just low-key PMO, you just feel like a pair of invisible floating eyeballs and you're just watching things happen. That's why the video y'all are seeing right now is just me up in high places and just watching things. It feels like a cuck, bro. Like I'm not into that, bro. I'm trying to be on the stage, you know what I'm saying? Another effect of doom scrolling for as much as I do is that it feels like it's always nighttime. Like the day is like 30 minutes and then now we're at nighttime. And what really scared me off of doom scrolling is this one video from, I forgot which YouTuber it was, but I remember I got so violently high one night and I watched this video where the guy talks about how when you're doom scrolling, your brain is just literally turned off. And dude, that video scared me like so hard, bro. And a real good way to tie in my point is there's this study they did on these rats. So they had one group of rats where they put them in like a really stimulating environment where they had like a hamster wheel and like food and like basically like a little playground for like this one group of rats. And in the other group, they put the rats in a blank room, pretty much, like literally nothing. And what they found is that the rats in the stimulating environment, they found them to be less anxious and more educated and more neurons in the brain. Whereas the rats with nothing going on in their room, they found them to be more anxious and dumb, pretty much. And that is literally doom scrolling, bro. Like when you're on your phone for that long, there is literally nothing in your brain. Nothing is firing, and that's why you feel so anxious. At least for me, I feel so anxious this past year, I'd want to say. So what I've been doing to combat my addiction is to start waking up early. And one of the hardest parts about waking up early is trying to find something to do. So I've been brushing my dog's teeth as a nice routine, and that's really been working as a way to get myself out of bed. But I realized I should actually start creating an environment where I'm living in that first group of rats, where I have a hamster wheel and I have a stimulating environment. And that environment is to just educate yourself, learn new things. I'm only one page into this book so far, and it's been a lot more engaging than any other reel, but obviously not as funny. I still love reels. I still love checking the comments, and then dude, like if there were no downsides to reels, bro, like sign me up, man. But yeah, so to boost your human capital, to be a functioning member of society, to be a more fulfilled person, to boost your human capital, you have to educate yourself, invest in yourself for a better future, because like what those self-improvement douchebags say, delayed gratification, that low-key is the method, But I understand doom scrollers, bro. It's a sunk cost fallacy. They think they'll start their homework at 10 p.m, but then it's 10:03, and so they doom scroll till 11. And then once it hits 11, it's like, you know what? Like, I'll just save it for the next morning. And then they doom scroll in the morning, bright and early, or bright and late, I guess. Waking up at like 12. But the message of this video is to put yourself into a more stimulating environment. An environment where you're surrounded by people who want to better themselves. Go outside and find new people, because in the experiment, the group is separated by a glass wall. The anxious rats are sitting at the very top of the building, just watching things go by. Watching the rats on the other side of the wall play and have fun and live their lives. But what they don't realize is that the wall is fake. You don't have to live your life watching through a glass window. Just go outside and live. Get off the phone, bro. Alright, I'm being too preachy. I should probably take my own advice. That's about it. Thank you for watching.